This video production is sponsored in part by Murray Cozy Trucking Limited. With 29 years of experience and Canadian owned and operated, honesty, integrity, and loyalty are important. You can be confident when you cozy up with us. Check out our website at murraycozytrucking.ca.
They line up in the airport motor in number 12, starting on the pole. This is Tony Casey, outside of row 1 in the second starting position. Out of West St. Paul, Manitoba, the 3, sponsored by Somac Trucking, is Jason Somac. Inside row 2, in the 55 car out of Headingley, Manitoba, he is sponsored by Murray Cozy Trucking. This is Murray Cozy. Outside of row 2 in the 4th starting position out of Brandon, Manitoba is the 4H of Grant Hall. Row 3 inside, the Keewatin Truck Service 44 out of Winnipeg is Austin Hunter. Outside row 3 in the 6th starting position in car number 17 is Christopher Leake out of St. Anne, Manitoba. Inside row 4 out of Winnipeg, the 88 sponsored by Viert Landscaping and Gusta Sod Farms. This is Paul Viert. And outside Paul in the 30B, this is Darren Boychuk in a Castro Midwest Modified. Inside row 5, the double OD is David Delane out of Lorette. His running mate out of Winnipeg is the 28, sponsored by atechparts.com. This is Channing Spruill. Inside row 6 in the 20 is Nick Cadet out of St. Adolphe. In the 88W is Cody Wall out of Winkler. Inside row 7, the 29 is Big Chad, and the 4B is Brandon Rehill out of Lockport. Inside row 8, the 44X is Devin Gordon out of Grand Point. His running mate is Justin Lee out of Ile-des-Chênes. Inside row number 9, the 9th and final row here in your Castro Midwest Modified race. The 6C is Len Carlson out of Winnipeg. And in the 18th starting position, Mark Kokahewicz out of Winnipeg in the 22K. Mark Kohakowicz in the 22K in the 18th starting spot. All right, 1 to green here in your Castro Midwest Modified division.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of our 50-50 draw tonight, Rod the Rat Delane wins the 50-50 tonight.
Whoa, huge traffic in turn 1 and 2. Tony Casey into the 55 car or vice versa. Wow, big time action in turn 1 and 2. Castro Midwest Modifieds are on the racetrack for their feature. Brought to you by Piston Ring, and Murray Cozy is the leader. Paul Viert putting the pressure on the 88 car, or 55 car of Murray Cozy. Look at the 88 and the 55 side by side. Viert is the leader. The Viert Landscaping CTR, Gusta Sod Farms 88-year leader, followed by the Beaver Truck Center 55 of Murray Cozy. Third, the Keewatin Truck Service Red Dot 44, that is Austin Hunter. Fourth is Somac. Fifth, Grant Hall. That is your top 5 unofficially at lap number 4 in your Castro Midwest Modified feature event. Viert with a huge lead. Somak getting around the 55 car of Cozy, who's getting a little sideways in turn 1 and 2. So now it's Viert, the 44 of Hunter, the 3 of Somak. Hall now moves by the 55 car. Murray Cozy back to 5th. Oh, spinner in turn 1 and 2. All right, well, 6 laps into your Castro Midwest Modifieds, and a yellow flag comes out. Now, I notice we have the 4 car at the top of turn 2. That is Brandon Rehill needing some assistance. Mark Kohakowicz out of Winnipeg with problems in turn 3 at the bottom. All right, so 6 laps in, 9 to go here. We're going green on the next lap. So Paul Viert will be out front on the front row by himself. That driver has come a little ways through the pack and done a nice job. He started originally 7th in this Castro Midwest Modified feature and has worked his way up to the #1 spot. Nine laps remaining. We still have street stocks coming up after this, and of course our A modified division. 4 classes here tonight at Red River Co-op Speedway. And Viert slowing down on the front straightaway just a bit. Obviously he had some concern. We will reline these cars up and send them racing once again for Piston Ring. Piston Ring services the difference. We get it. Piston Ring, of course, proudly supports Manitoba and Northwestern Ontario, and Piston Ring established in 1953. 47 and 15, that is 62 years. What are you looking like that for, Ken? You didn't think I could add in my head?
You're doing pretty good for a guy of your age.
62.
Doing pretty good. We're impressed.
I'm not 62 yet.
Close. As he said, 9 laps to go.
Where was that door again? Okay, what were you talking about? Race cars, remember?
Yeah. You were talking about Matlock. I was talking about racing. It's almost time for your bedtime, Darren.
That's right.
8:30.
It is. It is getting late, no doubt about that. All right, looks like we have some debris at the top of turn #2, or our push truck needs a pit stop. Not quite sure.
Hard to say.
They're trying to pull something out there.
Looks like
trying to
something
listen
could
in
be
on the radio here, Ken, to see what they're doing back there.
Looks like something could be wedged into the ground, and they're trying to get it out before it causes a incident.
All right. Apparently, they do have some debris there, and they had to excavate back there, and they did. So it's good. It's clear. All clear, they say. So we should be racing here momentarily. Apparently it was a steel bar in the track. Now I wonder if that came from a race before, maybe. All right, we are going racing next time around. Paul Viert will be your leader, and he's looking impressive, Ken.
He is looking impressive. Of course, he came off a win just a few weeks ago when we were racing here on Thursday Night Thunder, so he's looking for back-to-back wins here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Lots of great competition in this class. Austin Hunter right behind him. You can always count on Grant Hall to give him a run for his money, and Jason Somak is doing quite well tonight. Could be his night as well.
Paul Veert gets on the throttle, as does the 44 of Austin Hunter. The Keewatin Truck Service 44 has won some features here at Red River Co-op Speedway this year and throughout the Wazona circuit, and is going to have to work hard to win this one. Well, it looks like the 22K of Mark Kohakowicz, I believe, will be heading to the pit area. I believe that is his second yellow flag, but we're going to listen in on the radio here to confirm that, Ken.
Well, if you're a fan of these Midwest Modifieds, don't forget they will be racing here for the Big Al Delane Memorial when we redo that race in just a few weeks from now. 18 cars tonight. We'll probably see a few more than that when we race. I do believe it's on the 21st of August. Lots of exciting action. Of course, the night before that, we'll be racing in the Can-Am Challenge. So we're going to see great late models one night, and then the following night, we're going to see some of the best Midwest mods, and pure stocks racing. So 2 nights of great racing action here at our dirt track.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Looking forward to that on the 20th. That's the Thursday. The 21st, Friday. Great event, the Al Delane Memorial. That will be rerun from last Friday's rainout. All right, so Midwest Modifieds on the racetrack. Castro Midwest Modifieds getting ready now to take the green, and they do, and look at Hunter. He's really pouring the coals on. Austin Hunter side by side with Paul Veert, but Veert gets a good drive off of turn 2. Look on the outside, the 4H of Grant Hall at a great big hurry. Freight training it down the outside of the back straightaway, locking the left front brake and getting right back on the throttle. Halfway through your Castrol Midwest Modifieds here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Paul Veert has heavy pressure from the 44 car, but the car to watch might be Grant Hall in the 4H. It is your Castrol Midwest Modified feature event here. Oh, great job by Austin Hunter. He makes Veert go a little harder than he wanted to into turn 1, and that got Veert a little bit off kilter there. Keep your eyes on Austin Hunter. He is keeping it clean, and he goes on by. 6 to go. Austin Hunter has been pushing the 88 car very hard on the bottom into turn 1 and 2, and that's very, very successful driving on the part of the 44 car. No doubt about it, Paul Veert could hear the 44 car coming heavy into the bottom of turn 1 and 2. And that is what you gotta do. Just get close enough to the guy you wanna pass to rattle him just a little bit. And Austin Hunter did a masterful job of that right there. The Oak Point, Keewatin Truck Service 44 leads this one, but Paul Veert is still right there in the Veert Landscaping 88. This could be a great finish. Grant Hall dropping back a little bit, but still third. Somak fourth, and Leak is fifth. Great race between Boychuk and the 55 of Cozy in the mid-pack. Now Paul Veert gets a great run at the 44, but Austin Hunter manages to keep that 44 on the bottom of the racetrack. Turn 2, we've got a yellow flag. That is the 4H of Brandon Rehill. Well, this is going to make things interesting anyway. We were talking about Austin Hunter in the 44 car, continually pressuring Paul Veert at the bottom of turn 1 and 2. And that is very, very successful driving on the part of the 44 car. Austin Hunter manages to keep that 44 on the bottom of the racetrack. Turn 2, we've got a yellow flag. That is the 4H of Brandon Rehill. Well, this is going to make things interesting anyway. We were talking about Austin Hunter in the 44 car, continually pressuring Paul Veert at the bottom of turn 1 and 2. He pressured him enough to where Veert got a little bit higher than he wanted to. That disturbed Paul Veert's perfect line around the racetrack, and eventually the 44 of Austin Hunter went by. But now, yellow flag on the racetrack. We will go nose to tail for a 3-lap duel here at Red River Co-op Speedway in your Castrol Midwest Modified Division. This race, of course, brought to you in part tonight by Piston Ring, established in 1953. So Grant Hall now had dropped back a little bit into the 3rd spot there, but he has a shot at Paul Veert. I think you're going to see these top 3 cars with a great duel here as we get set to go racing. You see Grant Hall now pulling up beside the 88. This will be a single file restart, meaning they have to stay nose to tail until they pass the orange cone on the front straightaway. So you're saying, well, why did Grant Hall pull up beside Paul Veert? Well, he just wanted Veert to know that he was there in that 4H car and that, well, if you make one mistake, I'm coming on by. So a little bit of psychological games going on here in your Castrol Midwest Modified Division. Yellow lights are out on the speedway. 3 laps on the AIE communications board. Green flag is out. We're racing. Here we go. Grant Hall's got a big run off the top of turn 2, but has to get out of the throttle just a little bit. Austin Hunter's going to try to stay to the bottom of the racetrack here. It seems to be the fast way around. So it is Austin Hunter, Paul Veert, 4H of Grant Hall, Somac, and Leak. Grant Hall still trying the top side of the racetrack. Paul Veert takes another run at the 44 car. This is your last lap in your Castrol Midwest Modifieds. Heads up in turn 3 and 4. They're side by side. Hunter is your winner. Wow, what a finish. Grant Hall right there as well. Whoa, wow. Wow, you want to talk about a finish? Paul Veert put all kinds of pressure on the 44 of Austin Hunter coming out of turn 4 and was unsuccessful in getting by him, but what a great finish. And Grant Hall with another lap on that board just might have taken that win as well. So a great finish to our Castrol Midwest Modified Division, if not a little rough. While the 88 of Paul Veert, sponsored by Veert Landscaping, takes the green light on the pizza scale, so he'll be good for weight. Grant Hall, a driver out of Brandon and a regular here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Always nice to have him here. He's a great guy and a great competitor as well. But Austin Hunter, that young kid that raced go-karts in Gimli for so many years, and now is in a Midwest Modified and having a great season at Red River Co-op Speedway. I believe this is his 3rd feature win in 2015 here at Red River Co-op Speedway, so no doubt about it, Austin Hunter in the Keewatin Truck Service 44 is going to be one happy driver as he comes in to victory lane. All right, well, Austin's taking another run at the scale here. And we're just waiting for official confirmation on the radio. All right, green light is on. Apparently, Austin Hunter has met the minimum weight of 2,650 pounds. Austin Hunter, the Kuwait Truck Service 44, taking the win in your Castrol Midwest Modified Division, but must have been a little nervous on that scale area as he took a second run at it and qualified okay on the scale at the 2,650 pound weight limit. You can weigh 3,000 pounds if you like, you just can't weigh 2,649. Reason for that, of course, the weight limit on the race cars is to keep the exotic and expensive materials away from the racing community. Austin Hunter, with yet another win here at Red River Co-op Speedway, will be one happy driver. You can see that West End radiator's quarter panel a little bit collapsed on the left rear of the car. However, that's an easy fix, and Austin and his crew will certainly get to work and do some more racing here at the Speedway in the future. Nice young man from a great racing family. They really support the community. There he is, your winner, Austin Hunter. And we're gonna go down to Ken now in victory lane with your race winner and your Castro Midwest Modifieds, Austin Hunter.
Austin, a big win for you tonight. Congratulations on the victory. What a great run between you and Paul Veert. You were very consistent when you were behind him there for that opportunity, and you kind of threw him off a little bit, and you had your chance to jump around him, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. The bottom just seemed to work for us there. I did try middle top earlier, and then he just kind of blew by us like there's none still, so got back on the tires, and we won a race earlier this year on the tires, and it seemed to work again, so.
Now, at the very end of the race here, yeah, it was a close finish between you and Paul, and of course, Grant Hall was right behind you guys as well. Did you know Paul was that close and going that tight to you?
Oh, we pushed up a little bit, and I felt him, so.
Big victory for you tonight. Anybody you want to thank?
Well, first of all, I want to thank my parents that are always helping me out a bunch, and tonight I got Brett and Daniel helping me, so it's all the help pays off.
Congratulations on the big win. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner tonight, driving the 44, Austin Hunter! Back up to you, Darren, as we get ready to race with the street stocks.